Final Destination, Bloodlines release date has now been revealed. The popular horror franchise has been dormant since the release of 2011's Final Destination 5, but directors Zach Lipovsky and Adam B. Stein are now set to bring a sixth installment to life. Final Destination, Bloodline story information has been hard to come by, but franchise veteran Tony Todd, who just recently passed away on November 6, 2024, is expected to return as William Bloodworth, with other cast members including Max Lloyd-Jones, T.O. Brions, Richard Harmon, Breck Basinger, and April Telek, among others. Warner Bros. Now reveals that Final Destination, Bloodlines will hit theaters on May 16, 2025. The announcement confirms the film will be available to watch in the IMAX format, but it unfortunately doesn't include any plot details. Interestingly, Todd's name isn't on the cast list provided, raising questions about his involvement in the film. Check out the full cast list below. What the Final Destination 6 release date announcement means for the movie. What other big releases fall in May 2025? Tony Todd as William Bloodworth in Final Destination 5. The theatrical experience has been a crucial part of all previous Final Destination movies, and the latest announcement confirms that this experience will continue with the upcoming installment. Final Destination 5 also released in IMAX, marking the first franchise installment to play in this format. With IMAX's larger screen and bigger sound, Bloodlines clearly aims to be a horror flick with a larger scope and scale. A handful of big releases are already planned for May, but none will serve as big competition for Bloodlines. The Lilo and Stitch live-action remake, for example, is set to hit theaters on May 23, but that film is aimed at children and family audiences. The release of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning on May 23 does mean that Bloodlines will lose IMAX screens after a week, so those looking to experience the horror sequel in that format will have to do so in its first 7 days in theaters. Our take on Final Destination, Bloodlines release announcement. Will Bloodlines reignite interest in the franchise? Nick straining as he holds someone on a burning escalator in Final Destination 4. It's now been 13 years since the previous movie, so it's hard to say whether Bloodlines will be a success. Final Destination 5 was made on a $40 million budget and grossed $158 million worldwide, meaning it was a hit, but the theatrical landscape of today is vastly different from the one in 2011. It's not clear if Bloodlines will be a traditional legacy sequel, but Scream was able to revive itself with this format in 2022, 11 years after the previous installment. It's entirely possible the upcoming Final Destination movie will revive interest in the long-running horror franchise as well, but it will have less nostalgia to bank on compared to Scream, so it may instead have to rely more on delivering truly shocking kills. Many questions remain about Final Destination, Bloodlines, but with a release date now 6 months away, a trailer likely isn't far off.